Actually, it was only one guy. Sorry, I'm late. But actually, my train was late. Well, the second one, the first one I did miss, but that was my cab driver's fault. I've got this great traffic app, and he thought that he was right. But I'm here now, though, so.
Great. Who the hell are you?
And do your parents know that you're here? I'm Barry Allen. I'm from the Central City Police Department. I'm with the Crime Scene Investigation Unit. We're working on a case with some similar unexplained elements in Central City. So when the report of your robbery came over the wire, my captain sent me up here.
We now know that Barry fits in with one of the stages of the hero's journey, which is status quo, because he doesn't have his powers yet, so he is literally living an ordinary life. But however, he is an investigator for crime scenes at the Central City Police Department, so there can be many problems happening to him even to this day. Since he solves many crimes, it can be very stressful for him, it can be very tiring, and it can affect him and others around him since he takes a really serious job. So that's why I think this fits in with one of the stages in the hero's journey, which is status quo. Some useful people to remember are Oliver Queen, or as known as the Green Arrow from Starling City, and also the Flash's mentor, Harrison Wells. In Season 1, Episode 1, after Barry obtains his powers, which is super speed, he actually runs 600 miles to Starling City where Oliver lives to get advice from him, since Oliver is a hero in his city. The second stage that is portrayed in The Flash is called Refusal of the Call, and what this is basically, Barry doesn't want to be a hero because he's very scared of what's going to happen to him, or if he has the courage to do what's necessary for his city.
So that's my story. I've spent my whole life searching for the impossible, never imagining that I would become the impossible.
So why come to me? Something tells me you didn't just run 600 miles to say hi to a friend.
All my life I've wanted to just do more, be more. And now I am. And the first chance I get to help someone, I screw up. What if Wells is right? What if I'm not a hero? What if I'm just some guy who was struck by lightning?
I don't think that bolt of lightning struck you, Barry. I think it chose you.
I'm just not sure I'm like you, Oliver. I don't know if I can be some vigilante.
You can be better. Because you can inspire people in a way that I never could. Watching over your city like a guardian angel, making a difference, saving people in a flash. Take your own advice. Wear a mask.
Now we'll show you another stage that is shown in The Flash. The stage that is portrayed is the helper or mentor. This is screened in the TV show because Barry's mentor is Harrison Wells. He's a scientist who found star labs in Earth 2, and whenever Barry is fighting against stronger enemies, he has a hard time dealing with it. So he teaches Barry some useful skills and that he can use when he fights. Now we'll show you some examples of skills that he taught to Barry.
Cisco!
He wasn't lying. That thing's linked to a speedometer, and it will blow if you stop moving.
Well, I can't run forever!
There's gotta be a way to get it off him without damaging it.
Barry, do you see any walls nearby?
Why?
Because I need you to run into one. Or more accurately, through one.
What?
If you vibrate at the natural frequency of air, your body, your cells will be in a state of excitement that should allow you to phase right through that wall, leaving the bomb on the other side.
Should?
You can do this. I believe in you.
I can't.
Listen to me, Barry. Breathe. Breathe. Feel the air. Feel that wind on your face. Feel the ground, your feet, lifting you up, pushing you forward in the lightning. Barry, feel the lightning. Feel its power, its electricity pumping through your veins, crackling through you, traveling to every nerve in your body like a shock. You're no longer you now. You're part of something greater, part of a speed force. It's yours. Now do it.
Barry?
Oh, that felt weird. Oh.
So, what you saw was a skill that Barry used, and he uses this skill whenever he has to go away from his enemy to lure him into a trap.
The third stage that we'll be showing you is called the boon. It's basically the gift or treasure that the hero receives after defeating his greatest villain or enemy.
Our wounds run deep, and I know many of you are afraid of what threats tomorrow may bring. But the Flash doesn't just protect us, he restores hope where it was lost. That's why I'm honored to present the key to the man who saved Central City, the Flash! The doors to Central City will forever be open for you, Flash.
In Season 1 of The Flash, Barry's main villain was named Reverse Flash. He was a speedster, just like Barry, and he always wanted to kill the Flash. The Reverse Flash was always faster than Barry, so he didn't know how to stop him. So, this gave Barry very stressful times and very hard times to think about for saving his city before Reverse Flash destroys it. The fifth stage we'll show you is called The Call. In the beginning of The Flash, when Barry was about 11 years old, his mom was actually murdered by the Reverse Flash. After he killed the mother, the police thinks that his dad was the murderer, so he actually was sent to prison. Since then, Barry always wanted to find out who killed his mother, and now since he knows that the Reverse Flash killed his mother, he now has the chance to stop the killer and free his dad from prison. Now we'll show you the sixth stage that is portrayed in The Flash, and it's called The Master of Two Worlds.
Since Barry got his powers and saved the people from the villains in Central City, he can't just go back to his normal life. Knowing that, Barry takes responsibility in being a superhero. Moreover, he loves being the Flash. He can still be a forensic scientist, but in his daily life, he now has to be the Flash instead of Barry Allen. The seventh stage that we're going to be showing you is called The Crisis. The last few stages have been about Season 1, but for this one, we'll now focus on the second season.
In Season 2, Barry's main villain is actually not the Reverse Flash, but his main villain in Season 2 is actually called Zoom. He is actually from another Earth, and it's called Earth 2. I know, it's starting to get a little bit complicated because Earth 2, well, how many Earths are there in the world? So, then let me show you a little bit about what happened to Zoom and how he got on Earth 1, where Barry lives in.
I will say, if anything, Barry sure has an ample number of fathers to kill. If you're gonna kill me, kill me. It doesn't matter. You're not racing anybody. Come on, Joe. You know Barry better than that. You raised him. He'll say yes if he thinks he can save you. Not this time. I made sure of it. Who is that? It would just confuse you. Try me. I got my speed the same way Barry did. When I got struck by the dark matter and electricity, I became Zoom, the fastest man alive. It wasn't long before I had this Earth on its knees. But it wasn't enough. I wanted more. I wanted to be faster. So I created a speed drug. Velocity 9. It made me faster than I ever thought possible. Fast enough to break the dimensional barrier. Fast enough to run to other universes, other Earths. And then one day, on one of those other Earths, I discovered him. He's another speedster? Yeah, you could say that. I was right about the time I discovered something else, too. All that V9 I'd been injecting into my system had a little side effect. It was killing you. I searched for a cure. I tried everything. I even tried to manipulate the Speed Force, but let me tell you, the Speed Force does not like its rules being broken. No, it's been sending its enforcers after me ever since. So you brought him here to steal his speed. I tried, but it wouldn't take. But then the skies parted, and I saw Barry, and then I stole his speed. I won. I beat the rules of the Speed Force. Why keep him here? A trophy. And a little idea I had for fun. You see, I got so tired of being the villain. So I decided to be the hero, too. I even borrowed his name. Jay Garrick. You know what's going to be great, Detective? After I beat Barry in the race and prove that I'm the fastest man alive on any Earth, he's going to rot in a cage just like the one Jay's in now. And then I'll have a Flash from two worlds to keep me company.
So the reason why The Crisis fits in with The Flash Season 2 is because around the midpoint of the show, Zoom wanted to get more speed. However, the only way to get more speed is to get Barry's speed.
So, Zoom actually kidnapped a friend of Barry's, and his name was Wally West, who is actually Barry's adoptive dad's son. Zoom made a deal with Barry stating that if he wants Wally back, then the Flash has to give all his speed to Zoom. Therefore, the Flash, Barry, wouldn't have any powers. Since Zoom is now stronger than ever, Barry really wants to take revenge on Zoom for what he did. So, Harry and Team Flash tried to make another particle accelerator in Star Labs so that Barry can get his speed back. However, when it actually happened, the PA, for short, unfortunately made Barry die and dissolve. But Barry is actually alive in the Speed Force, which was the extra dimensional energy that powers his super speed.
He got so much advice from his peers and family, especially from his mother, who was murdered, but alive in the Speed Force. He now returned to the normal world and is stronger than ever. The 8th stage is called Temptations. There is a TV show in the same TV network called Arrow, and it's all about Oliver, like I mentioned earlier. Oliver has a favor for Barry and asking him if he could help Oliver's friends who are trapped in a prison and about to die. Barry agrees, so he leaves his main goal temporarily and help Oliver's friends since Barry is very close with them.
All we have to do is wait.
Wait for what?
The thunder.
Keep walking.
It's time.
All right. You guys have a hot tub? Nice.
Hey, guys! Wow. I mean, this is like a real dungeon.
Barry!
Thank you, Felicity. You just outed my secret identity to a supervillain. No offense.
None taken. Now get us out of here.
Stand back.
For the last stage of The Flash, we'll now talk about the stage Crossing the Threshold. I'll be now referring to Season 1 after Barry obtained his speed. After he did get his speed, he decided to do some fun stuff with it because he can do some stuff that people won't even notice. So this fits in with The Flash because he leaves his ordinary life and now has an extraordinary one because he's a superhero saving the city. We'll now show you some fun stuff that he does since after obtaining his new powers.
To solve ordinary problems.
I'm late.
Accomplish ordinary tasks. Unfortunately, his penchant for the heroic persists.
I hate it when they let a new guy train during the morning rush.
Fact is,
Don't try nothing.
he can be a bit of a show-off.
Wallet, now.
Oh, this is awesome. You've got to be kidding me. Hold on, okay? I'm gonna set this down. I mean, this is crazy. There are literally hundreds of thousands of people in Central City, and out of everyone you could have picked to rob, you picked me.
Are you sick? Money, now.
You're really gonna be kicking yourself, man. I mean, if there was an Olympics for bad luck, you didn't just medal, pal. You Michael Phelps.
I'll count to 3, then I'm gonna shoot you. 1,
Yeah.
2.
And while his desire to help others is commendable,
Well, this is the end of the hero's journey on the Flash presentation. The stages that we talked about were all included in the show, and these are really great topics to talk about. Thank you for watching our presentation.